Well, look who's here, Timm Holmes. He's got a couple of books. Well, he's got a bunch of books, about 100 books. This guy's always writing books. Peanut Butter and Dragon, there's one. You got Splash Fin, Toothy Grin. This guy is an amazing author. He joins us right now. Hello, Timm Holmes.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me on again.
How have you been?
I've been very well, been very busy.
Yeah, you have been busy. I've seen you, it seems like every weekend you're at some event, you're at book signings, you're helping out different schools.
Yeah, the school thing is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
I'm averaging about 2 visits to a school a week right now.
Are you really?
Doing readings and getting kids, as they should be, excited about reading and writing and storytelling.
Well, that's a really great thing. And now you're a part of Kidsfest, which is kicking off March 3rd.
Yeah, great event, a great kids and parents expo for entertainment for everybody of all ages. And I had the distinct pleasure of being able to join the number of vendors and entertainers that are going to be there with my Start a Story Young Writers Workshop.
Okay, so tell us about the workshop then. So what exactly will be happening at this workshop?
Well, the idea is the sort of the birth of the workshop was when I was first test reading Peanut Butter and Dragon. Before we went to publication with that, I wanted to test to make sure everything was tickety-boo with that and that it played right to the kids' audience. One of the teachers approached me that I was reading to the class, and the teacher approached me afterwards and said, "That was fantastic, how you spoke to the kids about how this improvised story that you made up for your boys for bedtime, how it came together and became a book, became a story. You don't even need to write another book, just put a workshop together explaining all that." And I sort of sat on the idea for a while, but eventually we bought into it. She helped me make it curriculum correct, and now we have Start a Story Young Writers Workshop, which visits schools, libraries, community groups, and we get a group of kids together anywhere from junior kindergarten to grade 5 age, and we build a story together in what is a 75 to 90-minute experience.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's awesome because seeing the kids get all excited, and I work very hard to get everybody a little piece of the pie and get their suggestions included, but it's all done. It's very diplomatic. Each choice we make is voted upon, and at the end, it culminates in a very theatrical telling of the story by yours truly.
Okay, so how many workshops will you be doing at the Kids Fest?
The Kids Fest itself is an exhibition of the workshop. What I've had to create, because the workshop itself is more of a contained environment, and it's not something you sort of can pass through and get a sense of, what I've created is I've got a little tool that will be there that kids will be able to quickly make their own with building with blocks, really. They'll be able to create their own story, and they'll walk away with a cool little bookmark that'll explain the choices they made, and they can go home from that experience at Kids Fest and begin to write or draw their own story. It's really a teaser for what the actual experience is going to be, but Kids Fest allows me to help continue to push the message of exciting the hearts, inspiring the minds, and celebrating the creativity of these young storytellers and building that foundation when they're young, not waiting until they're 9 to 12, which a lot of writers' workshops do.
I can tell the passion that you have. You're not just an author. You don't want to just make some cash here. I mean, you are really, really involved in kids and like how they can just become better little people.
They are, and what is amazing is that they are free from the constructs that you eventually get into where the rules get laid on top of you, more and more rules as you get older and older. And what's amazing is some of the best stories have come from my youngest writers. And I was in a junior kindergarten class. It was junior and senior split class. So these kids are 4 and 5 years old. And one of my favorite stories was their story, Jungle Friends, which you can check out on my website, timmholmes.com. And I keep an archive of most of the workshops that we do. And you can go check out all the different stories. But Jungle Friends is amazing because they were so young. Jungle Friends is the story of a baby panda and a baby koala who become best friends by learning to take turns playing each other's favorite game. And the fact that this came from, it solely came from them. The way we do it is I show up to a workshop with a story starter, similar to this guy right here. And I'll show up based on different conversations I've had with the teachers or whoever the leaders are of the group I'm getting together with, different themes and topics they're going to be covering. And I'll create 3 different story starters based on those themes or topics. And in this case, we wanted to deal with electricity was a topic they were dealing with in the class. So these 3 electric eating aliens show up. And that was one of the 3 choices I provided the children that they could choose, like, oh, that's the story we want to write about today. That's what we want to create. And so it became a this a wonderful story, but it's 100% their choices, and I'll pick 3. Everybody throws up a different idea. I'll pick 3 of those that we vote on it, and then we slowly build checkpoints in our story.
That is something. Wow. Okay, so we only have about a minute and a half left, and I know you have so much to get to here, right? You're a talker. That's a good thing. You have the answers to my questions. So Tell us about the Ottawa Public Library. So they're doing something really cool with you as well.
Oh, this is great. Every year, the Ottawa Public Library does a summer reading program, and they bring in all sorts of different experts and different exciting events. And I'll be part of that this year with Start a Story Young Writers Workshop through July and August. I'm going to be there for 5 different at 5 different branches, delivering a workshop to an assortment of different age groups.
Oh, that's really cool.
So that's very exciting. And the other thing I'm really pumped about is the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario invited me to exhibit Start a Story at their annual conference happening here in Ottawa at the end of April. So
nice.
I'll get to talk to 2,500 plus teachers about Start a Story and potentially keep this whole thing going for a little while longer.
And how about the books as well? Are you working on a new one?
There is a new one coming up in September, tentatively titled Bubblegum Trouble, all about a big bubblegum explosion disaster at a school.
Oh, that sounds pretty exciting.
It is.
Bubblegum Trouble.
You got it.
That's really cool. Kidsfest Ottawa. So you're there both days, 3rd and 4th?
I'm there, yeah, the 3rd and 4th, and I'm actually giving away some tickets as well. We've got adult passes, 2 adult passes available. If you follow me on any of the social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you subscribe to my website at timmholmes.com for email updates, I will be selecting a winner next Monday, February the 26th, and someone's going to win a couple of adult passes to Kidsfest, so you can bring the whole family out and have a great time with all the other vendors as well as mine.
We always love having you on the show. TimmHolmes.com is the place to go for more details on everything Timm Holmes related, an amazing author. We've got more daytime coming up in moments on Rogers TV.